Akapahu. Mahalo for tuning in to this morning's broadcast. My name is Emma.
And I'm Carlina, and we will be your hosts for this Wednesday morning's broadcast.
Today's lunch is shoyu chicken, grain and vegetable stuffed peppers with shoyu glaze, white rice, steamed broccoli, watermelon cucumber salad with feta and mint.
Today's weather will be partly cloudy, followed by increasing clouds, with showers developing later in the day. High of 82 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour with an 18% chance of rain.
Today's olelo no eau is Pumai ka'i kapoe I mae ma kana'o no kamea e ike la ko ike akua. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. This olelo means that those who have faith in the Lord and stay true to Him will get the blessing of seeing God. For our first video break, our CEO, Jack Wong, talks with our very own 8th grader, Emi Shigekane, about how our next generation of leaders will play a key role in shaping our future, and how KS is evolving to expand beyond the classroom to ensure all Hawaiians succeed. The interview was part of a recent Hawaii Now segment called Keiki at the Center.
In today's Keiki at the Center, we're handing the reins over to Kamehameha School's middle schooler, Emi, to go one-on-one with the CEO, Jack Wong, about what's in store for her generation.
Mr. Wong, what should my generation expect as we grow and become Hawaii's next generation of leaders?
In your generation, we expect you to be leading the world. And we hope you do this strong in your foundation of being a Hawaiian. And as you lead your world, we expect you to create jobs. We expect you to solve our energy issues, create houses so that we can lead as Hawaiians, but also lead our community. And in that, we also expect education to be at the highest priority.
What are some of the educational challenges that my generation faces to create a successful and thriving society?
If we're going to have a successful and thriving society, we need to make sure our educational system is sound. We have to be sure that every single learner is succeeding in education. We're committed at Kamehameha Schools to every child of Hawaii, every Native Hawaiian in our state, and every child in this state to see that they succeed in education. And that commitment means not just doing excellent work here on our campuses, but it also means that we have to make sure we have an educational system where all our kids can thrive. And the foundation of that is to make sure we work collaboratively with partners in the best way we can. And so our relentless pursuit of collaboration to make sure we work with the DOE, with the University of Hawaii, with other private schools. It's important that we work with great partners to be sure together we can all provide great education for our kids. Because we know our commitment is not a commitment we can have alone. There's a commitment we need to have with our entire community. An important foundation for education in our state for Native Hawaiians is a foundation in our cultural identity, making sure Native Hawaiians are strong in their identity. And that means in our classroom, on the Aina, at our job sites to make sure our people understand and are strong in their cultural identity. They can succeed as Native Hawaiians, and they can make sure our community succeeds as a state, as part of a global community.
So Mr. Wong, what is Kamehameha Schools doing today to make change happen and make change matter?
One of the big changes we're making at Kamehameha Schools is to make sure in everything we do, we put the keiki at the center. And this means from our classrooms to our workplace to everything we do as an organization to make sure we focus on how to make sure every keiki succeeds in education. Part of our role in education is to make sure you're educated as one of our Native Hawaiian keiki at the highest of levels. And as you grow and as you create the jobs in our community, as you create housing in our community, our expectation is you will lead this community. You'll be part of this community and you'll make sure you give back to the community as the community has given to you.
Today is National Stress Awareness Day. Not only today, but every day we should pay our attention to signs from our bodies if we're super stressed out or anxious. Try to take deep breaths and calm yourself down. It totally helps. For me, personally, sweets help me to feel more relaxed and calm myself down whenever I am stressed out about something.
Speaking of sweets, how about a chocolate joke? What kind of candy is never on time?
What?
Chocolate. Since Veterans Day is coming up this weekend, how about some background history? Veterans Day originated as Armistice Day on November 11, 1919, the first anniversary of the end of the World War I. Congress passed a resolution in 1926 for an annual observance, and November 11th became a national holiday beginning in 1938. Unlike Memorial Day, Veterans Day pays tribute to all American veterans, living or dead, but especially gives thanks to living veterans who served their country honorably during war or peacetime.
16.1 million living veterans served during at least one war. 5.2 million veterans served in peacetime. 2 million veterans are women. 7 million veterans served during the Vietnam War. Of the 16 million Americans who served during World War II, about 508,000 are still alive. 2 million veterans served during the Korean War. 6 million veterans served in peacetime.
7th and 8th grade have a joint devotion service in Keawe Gym on Thursday, November 8th and Wednesday, November 21st. Students should drop their bags in their core team space and report to team seating on the bleachers.
VEX IQ Robotics League, hosted by Kamehameha Schools on November 9th, needs approved parent volunteers to help with scorekeeping and registration for teams. 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Volunteers are greatly appreciated to support our KMS Robotics team as they continue their season through February 29th. Team. Please reply to volunteer, email or call Robotics Kumu Frank Kimmich, frkimatc@ksbe.edu, or 842-8193 Mahalo Nui Loa.
This film festival was created by Reeves Dayton, who is now a freshman here at Kamehameha. Her film shows different sacrifices that she has to make in order to play water polo. Because of water polo, she has developed a strong bond with her water polo teammates and lucky to share the water polo season with them. It takes daily sacrifices to do a sport like water polo, but you get to share your journey with your teammates. Enjoy this short film.
Water polo is what makes me, me. I make sacrifices for this sport, but couldn't love it anymore. Instead of sleeping in on Saturdays, I train for my sport. Every exercise done outside of the water is only to improve myself inside of the water. It's only to improve everything I learn in the pool so that when I get back in, I'm better. I wear tight suits, goggles, and caps just to reduce drag and reduce grab for my sport. I get sunburnt every week and get the weirdest tans. I get kicked, punched, elbowed, and drowned for my sport. For water polo, chlorine is like water. It has become a part of me. I spit and sweat chlorine for my sport. My skin is constantly dry and my hair is constantly dead. In water polo, I test my mental and physical limits, pushing myself only to get better and to improve for my sport, to help my team, to work as a team. You have a lot of time with yourself, but are always surrounded by your teammates. Your teammates are there with you through the sacrifices you make and the hard times. All of this is worth it. To have a water polo community. Water polo has given me a second family in the pool. I hang out with my friends for my sport. We laugh, we hug, and we improve with each other. This team doesn't only help you in your water polo skills, but helps you in life. Water polo has given me opportunities to learn things that I never would have. I've learned that even though water polo is very physical, you need to push through it. I've learned that even if you fail, you learn from it. I've learned not to be a wallflower for my sport. I've learned that it's okay to get out of your comfort zone. I've learned to communicate and to talk things out. I've learned to always depend on your teammates and make sure that you're having fun. We've learned to depend on each other, and it's brought us closer together. Water polo has done all of this for me. Now don't get me wrong, I don't love this sport because of all the sacrifices at stake, but because of the family I make. Water polo isn't just a sport, but a connection. You may not get this, but this is my correction.
It's been a great week here at Kulavina. We hope everyone has a great Thursday tomorrow and an even better 4-day weekend.
Thank you for tuning in to our broadcast and letting us share the information of our community with you.
Ahuyo!